Hello guys and welcome here. My name is Yassine. In today's video we are going to talk about task automation in Microsoft Excel. So for the purpose of this little tutorial we are going to create a little table that will be created automatically after that. So for the purpose of this course, for this video, we are going to work with macros. So what exactly are macros? Macros are simply ways for you to be able to automate a task, create a task, do it once, and then after that, simply by clicking on a button, the task will be done by itself. So how exactly do macros work? So it's pretty simple. We are recording a simple task that we are doing. So we go on Microsoft Excel and we simply record a task. To be able to do that, we are going to go on the Developers tab right here. The next step will simply be to click on the button Record a Macro. And here we are going to have a name that we will have to give to our macro. So let's say we're gonna call it macro 1. After that, you can add a shortcut to your macro, for example, Control A, Control B, or whatever shortcut you wanna use. And then after that, you can store this macro whatever you want. So in this workbook, a new workbook, or a personal macro workbook. We're gonna store it in this workbook, for example. And here you can simply write a description. So we're gonna say that it's a table with names. And then we're gonna click on OK. All right, so as you can see here, we have a little square. This means that our macro creation just started. Now let's create our table. So our table will contain 3 things. So we'll have numbers, The second thing that we are going to have will be name. And here we are going to have the hourly salary. All right, now for numbers, we're gonna have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. For our names, we are going to have 5 persons as well. So let's say Jack, Jane, Mike, France, George. And here for the hourly salaries, we are going to have various hourly salaries. So let's say 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So now we have our little table that has been created. The next step will simply be selecting everything, and we are going to add some borders to it. So all borders, and we're gonna add this outside layer. And now our macro is, have been done. So we have created this little table. Now we're gonna go back on our developer tab and we're gonna click on stop recording. Now, what just happened is that we have recorded the creation of this table. This means that if I decide to select this table, and let's say I delete it, and I need to create this table again. I didn't copy and paste it, but I don't know. I need to recreate this table again for a certain purpose. I can just go on my developer tab right here, click on my macros, and here I will have my macro number 1 that I can just click on the button run. And as you can see, the whole table is being created by itself. And that's it. It has been created. All right. So there's many things that you can do that you can use macros to perform. For example, I usually have a delete all macro on all my Excel documents. So instead of deleting everything manually, I just click on that macro and all the elements on my Excel document gets deleted. For example, I have some tables sometimes that I use on my macros. So let's say I'm creating a database and I want to generate a table with that database. I store it inside of macros, and then it simply takes pretty much everything from my database and store it in that table, or generate me that table based on that database. So it's pretty cool stuff and pretty cool things that you can do with macros. Of course, some of them are a little bit more advanced, but just try it, play with it a little bit, and you'll see macros are pretty cool. So if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, to subscribe, and see you in another of my videos.